Your final topic, actually, talking about the Golden State Warriors and the weekend they had. It was kind of a roller coaster weekend, up and down. You go from losing the worst game you've lost all season to giving up 51 points to one guy to then coming back and almost losing the game against the Clippers, which you had pretty much secured. Everybody thought was secure with the 16-point lead, about 2 minutes left to go in the game, and then you just barely get out of there for a win. So, guys, has Golden State looked vulnerable over this past weekend coming out of the All-Star break? You guys think there's a possible chip in the armor that people can exploit a little bit? Khaled, we'll start with you. What do you think?
I don't know. It's just after this break, they seem more relaxed, I guess. They're not as aggressive, I guess, on getting like that record. They just been, they've been just chilling. And they lost to, who was it? Portland.
105-37. 137.
And they almost lost to the Clippers if they didn't make that, since they didn't make the buzzer beater. So and they looking kind of shaky. And we said this, I think it was the last show or the show before last, that they're gonna lose to teams that they're gonna lose at times that's just unexpected, and then even completely blow out other teams. But now it's just looking like the Warriors aren't trying as hard, or because like the Clippers, the team overall is not as good as the Warriors. So it was obvious that the Warriors would definitely have that matchup, completely totally over the Clippers. But then when you only win by 3 points, it's looking kind of questionable. I think they might be relaxing a little too much.
All right, Rashad, what do you think?
The Clippers. This is every time I walk into your room, Brittany, watching the Clippers game, and I've always hear you cheering for the Clippers because you always want a good game. You always get that with the Clippers, like you said. You always get a close game with the Clippers or something coming down to the wire, either the pull away or what.
Yeah.
Now, coming out of the All-Star game, I think that had something to do with them losing like that to Portland. They were still like you said in relaxed mode from the All-Star weekend, because there should be no reason. Well, you can't take away what Damian Lillard did. Damian Lillard just cooked.
51.
He cooked. But for the whole team to get dubbed like that, and honestly, when you look at it, it wasn't. It was their defense. Their defense was slacking, but they also didn't get as much help from the other players as they normally do. So, as you see, when they played the next game with the Clippers, they kind of straightened up a little bit. The bench came in and kind of almost choked the game away. Wilcox took an awful shot to end the game.
It was a terrible shot.
So if who knows if there was a better shot taken, how the game would have ended.
Yeah.
But like Brendan says, the Clippers games are always close. So you can expect that when you see them play. As for this loss early, it kind of slows momentum down a little bit for the Warriors. That loss, because it's a loss you don't expect too early, and you get it as soon as the second half of the season starts. So, as in vulnerability, I still don't see vulnerability, because they fix whatever is broken for that team. It's a quick fix, and they get back on track. So I don't know. You just constantly see a bunch of mishaps from the Warriors at times, and that's all it is.
See, that's the weird thing, because I look at the game, their stats from the Trailblazers game. I guess the one thing you can say that you can beat the Warriors through is turnovers, and they had 20 turnovers against the Portland Trailblazers, and when you look, and they shot 35% from three. So you look at it, and goodness gracious, like I look at their stats, and Portland shot 53% from the field, shot 56% from three. Warriors shot 39%. Yeah, and they got out rebounded by Portland. So you look at those things, and you sit there and think like, man, maybe it was just a bad game against Portland. But then Damian Lillard goes 9 of 13 from three, and he
only missed 4 threes.
Season career high for him.
I think it might be a career high. You talking about 3-point makes?
Yeah, 3-point makes for Damian Lillard.
I think it might be a career high. Yeah, I think his highest was 7 before this point.
Yeah,
I think because when he had a 50-point game last year, actually. I think it might have been 7, but yeah, and he goes 18 of 28 from the field. Like that's just it's crazy. You know what I mean? Steph showed up 31 points. He was 12 of 23 from the field, but he showed up and he did what he could do, and they lost. But then you turn around and look at the win when they beat the Clippers. Steph didn't have a very impressive game against them. I mean, he had 23 points against the Clippers. He was 5 of 15, and which is very uncharacteristic, like from Steph Curry. I mean, even though Klay Thompson came out and had 11 of 22 for 32 points, but against the Clippers, you saw that they cut down the turnovers a lot. They cut it down to 14 turnovers, but they had 32 fast break points against the Clippers, which is what helped them get that lead against the Clippers initially. But then they, like Rashad said, the bench choked it away. And I don't know. I feel like the Warriors. It's one of those things that it's a loss. If they didn't lose, if they would have lost this game, like a game like this in March, I probably would have been like, oh man, no worries. Like they're gonna get the record easily and stuff like that. The loss kind of like makes you hope a little bit, even though it's still the best record through 53 games, 54 games. It kind of slows you up a bit. You're kind of like, oh well,
because it was early.
Yeah, it was an early loss right out the All-Star break. Yeah. But I mean, they're still on pace to break the record. So I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. But
they only got one loss.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's maybe the first game out the All-Star break, feeling a little sluggish, but we'll see how it goes. But guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today. It's been KBR Sports, the best sports talk show of your 24-hour day, coming to you on WOD Studios, the best in college radio. Follow us on our Twitter page at KBR_sports, where you can see our past or see information about our show, and we'll retweet the link to watch our show live and also information about our show. And then you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you see past shows and past segments. It's going to be KBR Sports, and also subscribe to the WOD Live YouTube channel. And don't forget, this upcoming Thursday, February 25th, the event at Work Release is going down with WODU Studios. So guys, make sure you come out and show your support. That about it, guys? That's about it. Oh yeah, and don't forget, you can listen to us on Spreaker, KBR Sports, and don't forget also with Rabble TV, you can listen to us on there also.
And you can also listen to our podcast on iTunes.
See, I say that for you, Khalid. You see how that works? I served it up for you now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a great day.